So, namaste. Welcome to Satsang this evening or this morning, wherever you are. And it feels like it would really be nice to do some meditation together, to just sit here together and just hanging out in the silence together. Our meditation here is um, really direct and really simple and easy to do. Nobody can get it wrong. So we can all relax and know that our intention, our reason for coming for satsang here is to wake up to the truth, to see ourselves even more clearly, and to let go of what we really aren't. This old idea of ourselves. We have outgrown it, and we're here in satsang to let that go. And meditation is really in line with that. It's bringing our attention to something that's always here, but usually quietly in the background. And because of that, it takes a little while for us to notice it. And we can call it all kinds of names. I'm going to call it silence in the meditation, but it really isn't just silence. It's full and rich. It is what we actually are already. We are the silence. We are the one hearing all the noise of the mind and not affected by it. So let's play with that right now. Let's dive into some meditation together. So you can do this. You can do this meditation with your eyes open or closed, whichever you prefer. It doesn't matter. And you don't need to sit in any particular position. You can simply get as comfy as you can wherever you're seated right now. And we're just going to sit together, meditate together for 15, 20 minutes, something like that. And we're going to be listening to the silence. So I'll guide us through it. It may seem weird to listen to silence, but you might find you like it. Let's begin with simply taking a few deep breaths, just to center and ground ourselves. And letting go of whatever's come before this satsang, whatever was going on before. Let's just be here together now and enjoy this time together. So just inhaling and exhaling at your own pace. And as we're exhaling and inhaling, we can just begin to recognize that there's something which we're calling silence that is here in the background right now. Ordinary, everyday silence. And normally we overlook that silence because it's always here. But we're simply going to spend some time really listening to silence. We're not listening to the silence for any particular reason. We're just paying attention to what is here already. Not trying to get anywhere. Not trying to achieve anything. We're simply listening to the silence. And if our attention wanders away from listening to silence, and we begin to listen to thoughts, that's okay. We just bring it back, listening to the silence. As soon as we notice attention has wandered, we just bring it back, resting attention very lightly on the silence. We're just listening with curiosity to the silence. It's always been here, but have we ever really heard it? And we're not trying to achieve anything here. There's no goal here. We're simply practicing listening to the silence, which is our real nature. It's already here. It's already what we are. We're just tuning in to it, deeply listening. And if at any time you find that attention has wandered away from silence to a sensation in the body, a thought, a sound in your environment, it's okay. Simply bring attention back, listening to the silence. Just this simple thing of listening to silence. We find that in the act of listening, really listening, that there's some opening, some relaxation, just listening. And so, in a few moments, we will bring our meditation to a close. But before we do, we can have the intention that throughout the day, we begin to recognize the silence more and more. It's always here, and that we notice it more and more as we move through our day. So, whenever you are ready, and only if you want to, you can open your eyes, have a move around, maybe have a drink or a stretch, see if your body wants to move. Just take a moment. So, I hope you got a little taste of what is our real authentic nature. It's always been here, but seemingly in the background of every experience we've ever had. And it's simply that our attention tends to go to the moving, changing world of phenomena, thoughts and emotions, sensations. And here in meditation, we're simply making a new habit, bringing attention to the silence first, again and again. And we don't have to make attention stay on silence. It's the nature of attention to wander. It will wander and wander away from silence. That's normal. We're not trying to keep attention on silence, just to bring it back when we notice that it's wandered away. And just a little meditation like this each day can really begin to change something for us in our journey, in our awakening, to begin to recognize what is already real for us, what is already here. So, we have some time for questions or sharings if there's anything that you would like to ask about awakening, or if there's anything you'd like to share, a challenge that you're having, or if you've had a little breakthrough, also feel free to raise your hand. So we'll go to Keith.
Multi-step
There we
process
go. There we
to
go.
get to work. Hi, Helen.
I love. How are you?
Not doing good today. I didn't sleep last night and I woke up and I was like anxious about stuff. And I'm tired of having that happen. I
Yeah.
want you to magic it away for me.
Yeah.
I guess I still feel like I try and there's a phone call coming in the way. I try and sorry, the phone rang.
It's
I,
okay.
I try and yeah. I try whenever I'm awake. I'm trying. I think I had this conversation with you before. I try and find the silence or the
Hmm.
real self, but it doesn't seem to be there at night
Yeah.
for some reason. I have a hard time finding it anyway. I was thinking of something you said this morning. I looked in the bathroom mirror and I could only see me. I didn't see you.
Some would say that's the same thing, same being.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, sorry for that for you.
Maybe if you don't look so much at the bodies, because the bodies look different from each other, but look at who's
Yes.
looking through the eyes.
Yeah, I guess that's the hard part for me.
Mm.
I need to practice more self-inquiry and stuff, I guess.
Well, look, we can just kind of be with this right now. Maybe we can just stop fighting right now in this moment together. Shall we give that a go?
Yes.
I don't know about you, but fighting, pushing away, suffering never really worked for me.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to push it away. I'm not fighting with you, of course,
Yeah.
but I think I'm trying to fight with shouldn't be like this, and I should have this figured out by now. I should be
Well,
enlightened.
let's try the opposite. Let's go towards it. Whatever it is. Maybe it's a lot of emotion or a lot of
Hmm.
thoughts or both or sensations in the body. Let's just invite it closer. Say, whatever you are, thoughts or emotions, you're welcome here right now in this moment. Oh, let's just stop pushing against anything for a moment. They're just being here. We're not trying to achieve anything. We're just putting down the sword for a minute.
Mm.
If there's emotion, let there be emotion. If there's thoughts, let there be thoughts.
Mm. I mean, it's so much easier to be clear when you're here.
It seems that way at first, I think, but
Mm.
sometimes it just takes a little while to remember, oh, I'm doing that thing I do, when I push against what is. Yeah.
I don't know if I don't know if I really had a big. I'm still looking for that bolt of lightning experience of what it is, so I can say, "Oh, okay, now I know what she's talking about."
But it's
It's
never
it's,
it's
it's
never
all too
gonna
subtle for me. Yeah,
it probably never happened like that. It didn't for me either. It was just these moments where like when we were listening to the silence, or here we're just not
yeah,
pushing against. And there was just a little relief. It started as relief and then became
mm,
contentment. And then that deepened as I kept on just having these moments like this. It became peace.
yeah. I love the meditation, by the way,
Good.
but I have a hard time doing it myself. Like I fight it in the morning, so I should do one of Helen's meditations. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't feel like it today. And then because it builds on it, and then I never have this kind of experience you're talking about of breaking through or spending more time with what is and less
It's these
time
little
with
moments
what
like
isn't.
this. These little moments are all we're looking for. Lots of little moments like this, where we're
Mm,
just not fighting with anything. We're just here.
mm,
If you just do this that we're doing now, whenever you feel you want to do it, moments during the day, can you feel there's something here, right? There's something that's,
Yeah, but I think it's also having you being in the calm space that you are, being able to create that experience in me too.
well, first it's easier with someone, helping you, but eventually you can find this as well by yourself. Yeah.
Mm,
So let's not look for any big, amazing experience or big, flashy seeing. We're just looking for those little moments of rest here, like
mm.
this, right?
Yeah, it was like that during the meditation, and right
Yeah.
now it's beautiful.
Yeah. And this
Mm,
is it. It starts as something very ordinary. It just feels like It just feels nice resting here. And eventually it just kind of deepens into something quite profound.
I just wish it didn't have to be such a fight to start, like in the morning.
Yeah.
Force myself to meditate instead of wanting to meditate, kind of thing. Mm.
Maybe there's for each of us there's a time that works for us for meditation. For me it's the mornings. I like it when nobody else is awake
Yeah,
yet. But it doesn't work for everyone. Some people are night owls. They like to do it late at night when it's gotten quiet.
I think it's my false self resisting it, trying to keep it away. That
That's
makes me
okay.
sad.
It's okay.
Mm.
You're here in Satsang, right? You're here.
Yes.
Yeah. And we're just resting like this. We're not trying
Mm.
to achieve anything. Everyone else can join in too. Just being here. It just becomes choosing this more and more often, just choosing to just stop in the middle. Of course, if you're in the middle of something at work, you might not be able to, but in those quiet moments when you're riding in an elevator or cooking dinner and you're just standing watching the food cook, you can just kind of, I'm just gonna be here just for 10 seconds. I'm not gonna fight with anything for 10 seconds. And it just
You
becomes
always
a
make me
habit.
want to cry.
Hmm, That's
You
okay.
always bring up this emotion in me. I don't know why.
Oh, when we touch this place, it feels like home. It feels like safety, doesn't it?
Mm.
Feels like truth.
Mm.
So maybe just finding some moments. In my day, there was all these little moments when I was in the shower, while I was waiting in a queue on the phone, while I was waiting for the tea to
Mm.
stew, to brew.
That's
All
good
kinds of
memory.
little moments, where you could just check
Yeah.
in 10 seconds, just checking in like this.
Yeah, I'm thinking I have spent too much time, like if I'm making tea, I might have a YouTube video playing or listening to the radio or something.
That's okay. You can
So
just
maybe
maybe,
not doing that and being in
yeah,
silence
yeah,
with
just
it.
giving yourself those little micro moments. That's what happened in my awakening. There was just more and more of those little micro moments like this, just resting.
Mm.
And it just became a habit. Attention would just go to this quiet, silent place inside more and more by
Mm.
itself.
Okay.
So see if you can find your little times,
I
walking
will
down
then
a walking down a corridor somewhere. You have 10 seconds to walk.
walking
You've
down
got,
the street.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
you're
Thank
doing
you, Helen.
great. You're right on track.
I think I'm screwing up. I should be more advanced by now.
I,
That's how I get, that's what happens. I always fall into that all the time. When you say stuff like that, my immediate reaction is to go to the opposite.
well, you see me
It's
now
enlightenment.
after I've come out the other side of that, but I spent
No.
98% of the time of my awakening absolutely convinced I was screwing it up.
Yeah.
And I had no idea what I was doing. And don't judge me by how you see me now when I'm all calm and peaceful. I was a mess.
No,
Uh,
no, no. That's what I love about you. You're so real, Helen.
thank you,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Just keep on finding those little moments, and somehow it sneaks up upon you. And I can't tell you when. I just know at some point attention started to go to the silence first, and the habit reversed. Usually it went to thoughts first and emotions and all of that. It's just a habit we're growing here. Any habit can be changed, and attention going to thoughts first is just a habit. what we're calling meditation is really just building a new habit to bring attention back to what is real and safe and easy and free. And we do that again and again, these moments, and something begins to relax in that.
And I'll
Thank
stay
you.
in the silence. Thank you, Helen.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your brave sharing. You're always open and authentic. So, yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we'll go to Michelle. Hi,
Oh, I'm there. Hi.
good to see you.
So good to see you too. I'm so grateful for what has happened around you, your Sangha, and all the meetings and the book studies and the people. I mean, it's precious.
They're just amazing, right? All these beautiful beings have just come from wherever they've come to help, and I'm honestly the luckiest person I know of.
It's so amazing. And I think because of everybody, just seeing how everybody's doing their own work has really encouraged me to look at the things that I have not, feeling like I couldn't look at, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So just to as background here, so I think the statement process happened organically today. I didn't mean to. It's what happened.
It
It
just
was,
sneaks up on you, right? It
I was
sneaks
like,
up.
oh my God, that's the statement process.
When you know
But
you're really deep in the teachings, then, right? When it just starts happening by itself.
it's what happened. And it was the first time I've had the experience where something actually shifted this way. So, growing up in the family I grew up in, there was a lot of that. Oh, how could God let these terrible things happen?
Mm,
How could God, not stop the Holocaust? My parents, from that generation.
mm,
And I didn't really buy into that, really. But when I was a teenager, I had this, I think psychedelic realization. It happens as a teenager. And I saw that I could see thoughts, and I knew I wasn't a thought. And I realized, well, I didn't know what I was. And I said, I don't know what I am. And then this thought came, well, you're everything.
mm.
And then the thought came, how could you have let all those terrible things happen? So apparently I had that in there.
Yeah.
And in that that moment, I was so open. I like I like felt all the horrors that have ever happened. Of course, I wasn't looking at all the beauty that ever happened, but it was that the horrors of what really landed in me. And the last thing I ever wanted to do was to wake back up.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to go back in the Matrix, and I
I've had
couldn't get
many of those moments along
I
the way. Yeah.
could not get back into the Matrix. And something has happened where there's some kind of bravery or courage or willingness that's like almost like I'm willing to die because I can't keep doing it the way I was doing it, sort of a feel.
Hmm.
Um, and so today during the Q&A, I just started writing, and it was amazing. It came that what happened was I felt like I shrank and tried to hide, really tried to hide. And to hide is like this feeling of everything has to be abandoned and dismissed. Like you can't be here and feel life and be alive because you're so busy hiding.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a horrible story. But anyhow, that's changing all because of this amazing work that's here. And this, the statement process went like, it's not possible to abandon. There's nowhere to shrink from or to. And that what was seen was that it was seen. All stories, past, present, quote, future, are seen. And nothing happened to me that saw it, that are seen it. And that everything that has happened, there's no blame. And that life itself loves us so much that it would suffer the greatest horrors for us to realize the deepest love and connection we have to the truth of what we are. But that was the first time that has ever been, like, the beauty of the horror happened.
Yeah.
I, I've been haunted by this for 40 years. I'm 64. I was a teenager. Amazing. Um, yeah, and so many beautiful satsangs you give, and these this voice that says you're not safe to realize this. It says, I said, oh, sweetheart, you've been trying to protect me all this time.
Mm.
Oh, you've really tried hard. I don't need you to protect me anymore. It may be scary, and I may look like an absolute fool and just like make no sense at all. But like, it's okay. You don't have to protect me anymore. And some things broke where I'm able to actually say these words out loud in a recorded thing. It will be published on YouTube. That is insane for me to even consider the possibility. And
This is love talking, though, isn't it? This is love talking.
it's so much love. I feel so in love with all. I mean, I can't look away. I never want to look away again. And I can't look away. I don't even believe it's possible anymore.
I love it. Yeah.
It's not like I'm even trying not to. And I'm just so, can't tell you how grateful I am. And I just, yeah,
There's something so beautiful when we're finally willing to look at what needs to be seen inside of us. And we can see it with these eyes of love now, where there isn't any need or any urge to run away from it. It's just coming back for all those fragments of ourselves that have kind of
yeah,
splintered off during the years. And it's okay, you can come back in now, you're welcome back.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's so eternally grateful.
Thank you. You did the work yourself though, right? You put the work in and the willingness came to look at what needs to be seen. And I could give you the best practices in the world, but if there's no openness to actually look, they're pointless. So when good
Yeah.
teachings meet willingness and openness, something has got to happen. Something's got to burst open. Yeah.
It's under, I, I, I didn't expect it.
Those are
I'm
the best
grateful.
ones, aren't they? They just come from nowhere. And after this, when the dust settles after this seeing, there might be this rush of stuff that wants to be seen that comes up. Stuff, whatever needs to, whatever is looking for love still. that we've
Yeah.
only been able to give judgment to before.
Yeah.
Say, hey, don't forget about me. I want to be
Yeah.
seen too.
I
So,
can feel that I really want that too.
yeah.
Even though I mean, to be honest, I don't feel capable, but I think, and I don't even know what it takes, but I think that
Just the
that's
willingness, just the willingness
willingness.
to see what needs to be seen. The rest happens by
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah.
And from here, it's easy to have that willingness, isn't it?
Yes.
There's nothing nasty in there. There's nothing that doesn't need, that's dangerous to see. All it is what um, some fear, maybe some shame, some anger, or whatever, some sense of unworthiness that we
Yes.
couldn't look at from the, place of the separate self.
That's been the biggest gift that I say now. What what does that have to do with who I actually am?
Yeah, beautiful.
These little nuggets that you give out, they like come in here and say, that's a thought, which is phenomena. What does that have to do with me?
These
It's
little
the
things got me through the worst times, right? The darkest times of my own awakening.
oh my
Yeah.
God, there's such gifts.
Yeah.
I
I think it
yeah.
just helps in those moments, or it helped me at least, to have some little phrase or saying I could just literally pull out of my pocket and written it on a piece of paper. Like, what does this have to do with me? Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, okay. Back to
Oh,
sanity.
right.
Yeah, I'm
Thank you
so
again.
glad, so glad. And thank you for sharing this with us. It's beautiful, it's inspiring, and yeah, I'm always happy to meet love face to face. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
Thank you.
Enjoy. Cool. Ooh, okay, we'll go to Mitra. Oops, there we go. Hi, love.
Hi, Helen. So good to be with you again.
It's nice to see you.
Um, just a little sharing. I noticed that more than ever, like with your practices, now I became kind of more sensitive about energies. And if I spend more time in paying attention to depressing things, I really, really get depressed more than even the people like many. I don't have issues, but I'm kind of in between a lot of unhappy people that I love so much. And I just look at their life and, it really affects me and my own son as well. And it's been really depressing. Like I've been going through a lot of grief and depression just seeing the suffering of people. And then I came to look after two beautiful cats in a beautiful land last week. And the contrast was just amazing. Like I had period of grace happen to me, which I didn't earn really. It was just given. And I never ever dreamed about going back there because it was just too far reach. Like I never ever even tried or even dreamed about. But I had 3 days here last week, which was kind of, like grace, but I think it was the results of the practice rather than just something great given to me. That's how it felt.
Yeah,
And how it started, because it's such a beautiful land and it's a center for lots of retreats. And I've been here myself retreating, so it has that energy and the beauty. And how I connect with that, I don't know what happened, but when I walked in this beautiful land, somehow I engage with it, which I don't know how. I think it's true beauty somehow I feel like I get engaged, and then spontaneously this where I'm looking from comes up.
Yeah.
And then through that, I feel a kind of warm feeling in my heart here, you know.
Yeah.
And then I've become full of joy. I don't know how. And love for everything. For the first time, I realized when what people mean by when there is no fear, there is love.
Yeah.
Like love, it's already here. And when the fear somehow is gone, love is shown, something like that. Love is felt. But I don't know how, I mean, I lost that, like somehow, again, contractions happen and I lost that. But I know it's something easy. I'm afraid because I'm going back on Sunday, I'm going back home in the city and all that lifestyle. I mean, I already lost it, but I somehow maybe I can go back to that. I thought I try with you. I get your advice and also try with you the inquiry on where I'm looking from because it's something I haven't really just a little bit of work with it. It would be amazing. And also your advice about how to again get back to this or if maybe I don't need to. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
The
just thought
more effort you try to make to get back to it, the worse or the further away you're going to feel from it, right? So the way back in, so to speak, because we never went out, but the way back in is just to be really softly curious right now. Let's do it when everyone can join in. Let's just be really curious right now. What is here? I'm not trying to answer this question, we're just exploring it. What is here right now? Just really curious. I think I'm experiencing this moment, but what if there's deeper here that we can go? What is here? Just really curious, like a little child. Not trying, just open to see. What is here right now?
it's like a mystery that looking from my eyes,
Yeah.
something like that.
That's it. Let's be really curious about that mystery. Like really curious. Like, what is that? What is it?
When you say that, my heart, there is a vibration, my entire body,
Mm.
a little vibration.
We don't even really need an answer. The body's kind of giving us an answer, but we're just really curious. What is it? There's something here. What is that? We're calling it mystery, a mystery. We don't need to necessarily put words to it. Let's just deep curiosity. What is that? And where is it?
Ah, it's very interesting when you ask that. Where is it? It's, I can't really say where is it, but where I'm looking from, it's, I can't really say where I'm looking from.
Nowhere and everywhere, right?
Nowhere and everywhere.
The eyes are here looking at something, but the one who's looking through the eyes is a
Where
complete
is,
mystery.
and I can see that is looking. I mean, it's me looking, but I don't know where I'm looking from. And um, I'm not going to that deep place though, that when I walk around, maybe because I have the pressure of, being here.
This mystery of whatever it is that you are, it's going to present itself in a different way every time.
Yeah.
So today it's appearing as this mystery that's everywhere and nowhere. Tomorrow it might present itself as deep, deep silence. Still the same thing. The next day, maybe it will feel like intense love. Still the same thing. Maybe it wants to, maybe you want to reveal yourself to yourself in every way possible for the rest of forever. Today it feels like mystery. I'm a mystery. You're a mystery.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It just, do I need to, does it get, like where it is looking from, does it get deeper? It does get deeper, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've never found an
Okay.
end. I've never found an end to how deep it gets. Still every day for me, deeper and deeper.
But it comes to me. It's not like I really have to work at how to get deeper.
Absolutely. Anything you try to do to get deeper is going to make it seem less deep.
Yes. Yes.
So you
Okay.
can play with a simple question if you like. I used to just ask, how am I appearing today? And sometimes it would be like crystal clear. It's all the same, of course, one being, but sometimes it'd feel like crystal clear awareness, total awareness. And then other times this profound stillness, totally, like nothing had ever moved in the universe, it felt like. And then other times this rich and deep, deep silence. And then other times like emptiness before any form emerges. Other times, like you've said here, just a complete mystery, a realization I can't describe myself at all.
Mm.
And it feels amazing.
Okay. So that's what actually brought that joy, just these questions, right?
Yeah, yeah. And
Okay.
when you have this kind of moment where you're calling it grace, but where something just kind of comes upon you, some realization or a seeing, the reason that's happened is because we're not trying to make anything happen in that moment, right? So it's more of all the practices we do here are just practicing this openness, this willingness. And when you can simply ask, how am I showing up today? And knowing that you're not necessarily looking for the same type of experience. It's infinite in a number of ways it can show
Show
itself.
it.
Yeah. Infinite,
Okay.
actually. And isn't that the fun? Isn't that the fun of it?
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, that is true. But when you have time to actually see, well, how do I appear today? Like,
Yeah.
it's like a wonder, you know. And when I go to that wonder place, things change. And that's what I actually noticed those 3 days. I went to that wonder place. I just remembered as a little girl, I used to also go to that wonder place. Like I remember my childhood. That wonder place is a key point for me, I
Yeah.
think, to go
So
that to that.
just the intention and no effort
Yeah.
at all, right?
Okay.
Like I wonder what's here right now that I can experience. Or for me, asking a question like, uh, what's really here in this moment? Or am I really experiencing all of this moment. Like, what else is there to experience? And it would just kind of open up and invite. You can feel it, right? It's just an invitation.
Yes, yes, yes. Now I think I know what you mean. Okay, I play with that.
Yeah.
The key thing for me also, I realized that one of the very important thing maybe to excel this awakening would be joy. Like I realized that joy is something I always underestimated, but I always, even in my daily life, towards like I constantly trying to create a more joyful experience for myself, or anyone around me. Like that's an important thing for me. Without even knowing it, I realized it just very recently. And I think even my addiction comes from that lack of joy.
Yeah.
Like I want to create more joy,
We're trying to
basically.
make something. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
And how do I orient in life? Like how I realize even walking in the nature, that joy actually and wonder brought me to that space, of
Well, actually, it's the other way around, right? When you're kind of just walking in nature, there's not a lot of activity going on up here, right? We're just enjoying
Mhm.
the moment. And therefore, we're not trying, we're not resisting. So this mystery comes, hi, here I am.
Okay.
And the joy comes from that, right? The recognition. So we can intentionally create, all the practices are about intentionally creating moments where we're just not pushing hard against anything or trying to make anything happen. So
That's the
curiosity,
key.
right? Being that curiosity. What is here right now? And then we're just opening a window or a door, right? That the truth can come in.
Mhm.
It's not really coming in because it's already here, but you know what I mean.
Yes.
Yeah.
It reveals itself,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just knowing it might be different every single time. Like,
Mhm.
wow, today you were a mystery. What else can you be tomorrow? All right. And the only thing you can be sure of is that however it reveals itself next time will be even more amazing than this time. And
That's
it's never
right.
stopped. Never.
That's so beautiful. Thank you so, so much.
Thank you.
And you know how it just goes to other people around. Like I realized that when my state changed, my sons also changed.
And this goes right back to what you started off with saying, that you're um, instead of being impacted by other people's energies, from this place of the mystery, you begin to impact other body minds in a very
Yeah.
beautiful way. There's a moment for them that's possible where they can just also let go of their stories, maybe just for a moment if they're still lost in separation, but just a moment of peace and rest. This is so precious, isn't it? And who knows where that leads? One little moment of quietness, real quietness. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Helen.
One last thing before you go. Otherwise, I'm
Mm.
not doing my job properly. This mystery, let's taste it one more time. And tell me, does it make any difference if you're on retreat or back in the city to this mystery?
No, this mystery always will look from these eyes, and it can just be anywhere.
Where could it go? Where could it disappear?
Where can it go?
It's like this great mystery being says, I don't like the city, I'm not going there. I mean, I believe that too. I felt like there were places where it was easier to notice it at first, and places where it wasn't so easy. But after a while, you see that's just a thought, isn't it? How could it
That's
be?
right.
How could it be missing? How could it be absent from anywhere? So you're going home to also find it in the city, to also find the mystery right there. Yeah. Thank you, love.
Thank you so, so much, Helen, for everything.
Thank you.
I love you so much.
Love you
I feel
too.
like you're walking me towards liberation step by step. That's how I felt since I met you a year and a half ago. Thank you so, so much.
We're all just walking together, aren't we? As Ram Dass used to say, we're walking each other home. Yeah.
Exactly as Ramdas said.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Love you so much.
Love
Thank
you
you.
too. Thank you. Whew, okay. That seems like a wonderful place to close our satsang this evening. And yeah, just thank you all for your honest and brave sharings and your willingness to look at what we really are, and the willingness to look at the stuff that needs to be seen from the old sense of self, just needs to be seen and loved. And I will see you next time. Thank you for being with me in satsang. Namaste.
Thank you, Helen.
Thank you.
Thanks, Helen.